that point. However, that isn't the point that we're talking about. It doesn't matter. Wait there, let me please
Then why
finish.
bring it up? But if it's not relevant,
It doesn't
hold on one
matter.
second, my dear boy. If it's not relevant, then why would you bring it up?
No, you're not, because you're not allowing me to finish. You're not hearing what I'm saying. Yeah.
All right, go ahead,
So
finish. Go ahead and say what you need to say.
okay, then. So it's not relevant that it's men that are attacking men, because the man who is being attacked
It is,
might be a man that can I finish?
No, it is relevant that men are attacking men because men are so weak. Hold on one second, my dear boy. Just pay attention because men are so weak at controlling their emotions that they just resort to violence immediately because they can't use their words because they don't have the intelligence to use their words. And hence why they're weak emotionally because they just let their emotions get ahead of them and they start trying to fight instead of actually using their words and being emotionally intelligent and strong to be able to get through to the other person and, get through how they feel. They just go and straight try and fight the other person. And that's the big issue with men these days. And that's why they make up 75% of all convictions compared to women who make up far less, and men are 20 times more likely than women to end up in prison. That's the exact issue because they can't control their emotions because they're too weak. That's the point which I'm trying to make. Okay? And that's exactly why men are more likely to attack men. All the issues are caused by men, not by women. It's all by men. That's the issue.
No, I hear what you're saying. Like, you're saying the same thing again and again. I hear what you're saying. I understand your point. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Causation doesn't equal correlation. Yeah. So the things that you're saying, I understand what you're saying. Is more, can I?
Yeah, I'm just saying the point. Yeah. Correlation does not imply causation. However, at a certain point, you have to. Thank you so much for the gift, Christine. Thank you so much for the gift.
Brother, I agree. But if we're going to have a conversation, please allow me to make my point so you understand what I'm saying. Yeah, because
I'm to your points, when you keep responding to them, you don't have to get upset. I don't know if you're getting upset. I'm responding to your points.
I'm not getting upset. But you keep on interrupting.
Then just say what you want to say. You're giving long, verbose explanations. Hold on one second, my dear boy. You're giving verbose explanations, but you're not actually coming up with an actual point. Okay, so if you have anything you need to say, go ahead and say it.
All right, so let me just get it out. So when you're looking at raw statistics, most men don't do that. Yeah, the average man hasn't had a fight in his life. So the average man hasn't. Look it up right now. Yeah, look it up right now. Yeah, the average man hasn't had a fight in his life. The average Joe doesn't fight. Yeah. So when you're looking at raw statistics, that isn't true of most men. Yeah, most men don't participate in these things that you're talking about. So yes, it is true that men fight more. Men have more testosterone. Testosterone leads to more aggression within individuals. Yeah, that is true. No one's not saying that. However, the point is, yeah, a man faces more violence, physical violence, in the world due to other men. Yes. However, that man that's facing physical violence may not be an aggressor himself. So you can't blanket statement it and saying, oh well, just because
the aggressors are always men. That's the issue. The aggressors are always men. That's the issue. They're not women.
The aggressors aren't always men.
They are majority of the time always men. And I looked up your stat. Just listen. I looked up your statistic and I actually found that half of men have actually been in fights. So you're clearly wrong in that sense. You're repeating your point, but you're not actually providing a point. So I'm going to move on to the next guest. Everyone double tap the screen. Let's get some more people in here. If you do want to debate, feel free to join, press a guest request, and I'll be happy to debate you. Yes, female genital mutilation. Young girls are more likely to be groomed. It's true. You're very correct. 90% of all violent crime is perpetrated by males. Exactly. Like, it's so obvious that I'm explaining this. That is most... Oh, my goodness. What do you want to debate?
I just wanted to say thank you for sticking up for us women. There aren't many of you out there. So I just wanted to say thank you so much.
You're welcome, ma'am. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. All right, let's move on to the next guest. Thank you for the gift. Thank you so much. Oh, dear. Oh, dearie me. 90%, 7%. He's not going to say that correlation does not imply causation. 97%. Differences like that.
Okay, hello. Yeah. So...
How old are you?
I was up here earlier, 18.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I said I'd...
Yeah, it's all good. So, the point before I was kicked off was that sort of conversation going on was suicide rates. So, we went on to the point that men commit suicide more, but a counter-argument can pretty easily be made that women commit way more. So, that would show more... emotional instability, I'd argue. Also, there are studies around women's reaction to different emotions and different emotional situations. And most of them suggest that women actually react more to. I can provide the study if needed, but women
Yeah, go
react
ahead.
more to.
What's the study? What's the study? Pull up
Let
the
me.
study.
Gender differences and emotional response.
Gender differences in what?
Emotional response on PubMed.
On PubMed, gender differences in emotional response. Okay, yeah, I'll look at it. So
It
what's your
shows.
point? Which part of it?
So it
Gender
showed
differences in
men
emotional
only
response.
react. The only emotion men reacted more in was anger, and I would argue that that would show more emotional weakness in men. But men feel a higher level of anger due to testosterone as a hormone in the body.
So you don't think women feel anger as much as men?
No, I don't.
Seriously? Do you have a source for that? That women don't feel as much anger as men? Because I just don't
Well,
believe that to be true. I'm sure women feel very angry a lot of the time. But the issue
yes, I
is then that you're
understand.
not understanding is that men are so weak and women are so much stronger at controlling their emotions that they don't react to that anger in a detrimental way. They're actually a lot more they have a lot more self-control, which is a very important form of strength. Men just lash out and start trying to fight the second they get upset. Okay, and that's the issue. And you even said yourself anger, and anger is one of the most powerful emotions. And if you can't control your anger, that shows that you're weak. Okay, you don't have the strength to control it.
Okay, so let me respond to each thing you said. Firstly, you said that. Wait. Okay, wait. I'm thinking. So, testosterone as a hormone, right? If you want a source for that, literally just like look up effects of androgenic compounds on emotional stability. Like it's just a proven fact that androgenic compounds, which work in the body as testosterone, increase irritability, which is just a fact.
Sure.
In women,
I've got a question. Can you
yeah.
explain the fact that 98% of all assaults are done by men, as well as the fact that men are 20 times more likely to end up in prison than women, and the fact that men make up 75% of all convictions compared to women? Can you please
Okay.
explain that? Do you think that's literally just testosterone and the fact that
I can address each
they
thing.
lack the ability to control their emotions?
So your first point was how, what was it, 97% of assaults on women are perpetrated by men? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay, so there's multiple reasons for that. Firstly, where's that source from? Like, I believe I've heard a lot, but where is that from? And is it, like, who released that?
Percentage of assaults done by men. I don't remember the source name, but if you just give me a moment, I saw it. Oh yeah, 99% perpetrators are male. Cal Poly Humboldt. That's why I don't remember. It's a very weird name, but yeah, if you look at that. Basically says an estimated 91% of rape and sexual assault are female and 9% male. Nearly 99% of perpetrators of rape are male. Are you saying that's because of emotions, or are you going to actually acknowledge that they're too weak to control them? Are you going to actually acknowledge that?
Well, the CDC actually released a study about, it was an estimate on unreported rape rates, and when that was accounted for, the amount of rapes committed by women and the amount of rapes committed by men were really close.
They were really close. Are you being serious?
I mean, they weren't like even. I don't think they were 50-50, but I think it was
who
like,
do you think does it more? Just answer the question.
It was
and
just
you're
like
not full studies because that's not true.
It's from the CDC. It's from the CDC.
What source are you talking about?
It's from the CDC. I just stated like it's rape rate CDC.
Because I can just tell that that's false.
It wasn't 50-50. It was more on the men's side, but not by like...
Exactly. And the reason is that men are too weak to control their emotions. That's the point. And you're not understanding that. And what's more than that is that it's the case that, men make up far more of the conviction rates because men are more likely to go to prison, because in situations, men lack the strength to control their emotions and deal with it in a better manner. And that's the issue. And that's what you're not understanding.
I would argue that women just don't have the same physical ability to commit those crimes. That's why they refrain from doing so in
Okay,
a lot of cases.
do you understand? Hold on one second, my dear boy. Let me address that point. You said women don't have the same physical ability to commit those crimes. You do realize that the strongest man in the world cannot commit any crimes. Are you aware of that? The strongest man physically in the world cannot commit crimes. You do realize that?
What does this
And the
prove?
weakest man in the world can commit many crimes. Do you understand that?
What's your point? Why? What's your point? Why?
The point is that physical strength has no bearing on criminal rates, okay, or how many crimes you commit. A woman can. Hold on one second, my dear boy. A woman has just as much potential as a man to get tried for assault, as well as a man as much as a woman. Physical strength has no bearing on that. A weak man can be convicted for assault far more times than the strongest man, as long as he just controls his emotions and doesn't do anything. So that makes no bearing whatsoever.
Let me ask you a hypothetical.
Do you understand?
Let's say it's the same situation. A man comes up and he pushes you, right? And then you want to go and defend yourself. I would argue that you would react differently depending on if it was someone a foot shorter than you or a foot taller than you, depending on the visible strength of the person. If someone is 6 foot,
it doesn't matter. Sir, it doesn't matter because the person who's attacking you is still it doesn't matter because the person is attacking you. It depends on the person who's attacking. And you're saying that the person who's attacking is more likely to be a man. Hold on one second, my dear boy. Just listen. You're saying the person most likely to be attacking is a man because he's physically stronger. And I'm telling you, the strength of the person has no bearing on how many times they can assault someone. The weakest man in the world can be convicted for assault far more than the strongest man in the world. If the strongest man in the world is strong at controlling his emotions, he will not be convicted for assault once, no matter how strong he is. So it's not, physical strength has no bearing. And it doesn't make up for the large disparities we see in gender.
The reason, I'm not arguing that alone is the reason, but I'm stating that the reason it does have a bearing is because someone is more likely to commit a crime if they believe the person can.
Oh my goodness, you're not understanding what I'm saying. Everyone double tap the screen. Let's reach 10,000 likes. Everyone double tap the screen, double tap the screen, double tap the screen. Let's get some more people in here. Most men are not convicted for assault. I never said most men. I said most convictions of assault are by men. You need to understand my wording. Exactly. Both men and women can commit crimes. But the point is that men do it far more because they're weak at controlling their emotions and they're more likely to resort to foolish methods such as assault. That's the point. That's what you're not understanding. And that's what I'm trying to help you understand. Hey, what you want to debate?
I just wanted to come on here and say thank you for standing up for equality. I think what you're doing is very, very good. And you're a good man because of it. But
appreciate it.
I did want to just make this, I just wanted to tell everyone that if we stop thinking about these things as men and women, but more as people, I just really think that we could move forward and work together. And I think that...
You, sir, I'd love that to be the case. Just like you're giving... Hold on one second. I'd love that to be the case, just like, hey, we don't need to see race. But unfortunately, we do see large disparities between gender. We do see issues that are based on gender. And that has caused many issues in our society. And that's exactly why we need to address these things. It's unfortunate that has to be the case, but it is what it is. Let's go on to the next guest. This is the final guest. Might be a short stream. Hey, what do you want to do?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, what do you want to debate?
Basically, first of all, I want to say start off by agreeing with your third take, misogyny is men only, because
What do you disagree on? What do you disagree on?
What do I disagree on? I want to probably say like abortion because in some cases I'm for it and some cases I'm against it. Should I give you my cases for and against?
You against it? In what cases are you against it?
Basically, for what cases I'm against it is that if say a woman don't want the child, then just just self or the adoption, stuff like that. But
hear me out. Hold on one second. Do you believe it deserves more consideration after zygote is formed? So can you fix your mic? There's a lot of background noise. Can you fix your mic?
Mate, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, I can hear you. But do you believe it's just a bit loud? Do you believe that zygote deserves more consideration?
Oh shit! Wait, is this better? Is this better?
Damn it. Okay, anyways. We have no guests. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's wild. I love how this dude tried to come up and argue statistics, but it wasn't gonna work. Anyway, guys, double tap the screen. Double tap the screen, everyone. I might actually have to end. There's no guess. Goodness gracious. I might have to end the stream. It's a short stream. I don't know. That's interesting. I don't know why there's not as many. We're not getting pushed as much today. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, everyone do double tap the screen. Appreciate you guys joining. Might be an early end. Thank you so much for the gifts. Don't end, reset. Do I reset? Okay. I might reset. Hey, how old are you?
I'm 19.
Okay, what do you want to debate?
That abortion should be illegal.
So, do you believe abortion should be allowed?
In some cases, yes. If a woman has been raped, yes. But like, say if
Great,
you
but
and your partner,
no. In what cases, no? In what cases, no?
what cases?
What
Well,
is
there's
the cutoff?
plenty of them.
Okay, when's the cutoff of when you cannot abort a fetus or zygote? When's the cutoff?
I'd say,
Hello?
well, when I was taught in school, I'd say about 20 weeks because, yeah,
Why? Why is that?
because of 24 weeks, it's able to live outside on its own. And I don't think you should be able to have an abortion when it's able to live outside of the womb.
Okay, so you said at 20 weeks it's possible that it's able to live outside of someone. That's basically what you're saying. So it's basically an argument of viability, but then again, you said after 20 weeks it's able to live outside of someone. So before it's able to live outside, you're saying it's okay to unalive them?
Weeks.
Are you bringing the
24
consciousness argument? Why is that? Why do you believe that you shouldn't be able to do it then?
Because that's when the baby's able to live outside the womb.
Okay, so is your point that before it's able to live outside the womb, you should be allowed to unalive it?
No.
Well,
I'm saying, like, right. Only if you've been raped or the baby's in serious condition where it's not going to live.
Hold on one second, young lady. Your point is that before it's able to live outside the womb, you're able to unalive it. Hence why you said when it's able to live outside the womb, you now can unalive it. That's the basis of what your cutoff is of when you can abort the unborn child. So that's your point, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so in that case, what I'd ask you is, so do you think that it's okay to, why do you think it's, why do you have that position? Why do you think it's okay if they are dependent on the woman?
Well, right. Sorry if I said the R. I'll say raped now. But, yeah.
You're not understanding. Well, what I'm trying to say is I don't know if that's a feasible position, relying on their mother, that you should be able to unalive it just because it's dependent on their mother. So that's the kind of faulty issue with that. But I mean, it's an argument, but you know, it has its issues, the viability argument. I need to look into that though, because there's better rebuttals. Hey, what do you want to debate?
I'd like to talk about the first point, but I don't know where you stand. So you rate abortion is right. So is that where you stand? Because you seem like as if I don't know.
What do you mean, is that where I stand? Yes, up until 24 to 28 weeks, absolutely.
Oh, okay, yeah. How can you explain why you think is right?
Because it seems to be what we value when we speak about people and personhood. We value their consciousness. Hence why if we had a brain dead person who would never wake up, we probably take them off life support. That's what the point which I'm trying to make.
But abortion is it's killing.
Okay, and why is that not right? Why do you value that?
So your argument is illogical. Just look at it from this standpoint. So if you go to care homes here, you see people that are not able to survive on their own, that solely depend on carers to be able to survive, eat, do everything for themselves. So do you think it's logical?
That's not my argument. My argument was based on consciousness, not on viability, whether the fetus is able to survive on its own. It's based on consciousness, if you're paying attention. Let's move on to the next guest. Goodness me, I'm getting tired. I can't do this. I'm tired. Have a better life tomorrow. I need to start my lives a little earlier, to be honest. Hey, what do you want to debate?
Hi, how are you? Are you is abortion a safe word to say on TikTok?
Pardon?
Is abortion a safe word to say on TikTok?
Yes, it is.
Okay, great.